Hey guys, so welcome to another World of Warcraft video, and I just thought I would put out this video for you guys doing your cloak. Maybe you're just starting out. Right here is a table that shows you your max level of cloak. Now, I'm recording this on February 4th, so at the time of recording this, you can see down there, February 4th, it says that the max rank is 9, so you won't see anyone in game with a higher cloak than a rank 9. And it just keeps going down in date, as you see there. At first, I was like, why only 1? And then as I started to realize that the method really changes along the way, after you hit, we'll say after 6, it can become easier to actually rip your vessel that you use to go into the horrific visions. And that is the point of this video. This video is to help you not have those vessels ripped. This is the stage that you could start ripping vessels if you're not careful. How do I know? Because I ripped one, not realizing exactly what this quest was. So this is my warning to you guys, so that you guys don't make the same mistake I did. So basically, at the point of this, you would be a rank 5. The first 5 ranks are really easy. You get your vessel that puts you into a horrific vision. You can go solo or you can queue up with a group, and all you do is go straight to the boss. And that's how you get your first 5. And that's what screwed me over for rank 6. I do have my rank 6 now, but I ripped a key. Well, I call it a key, but I ripped a vessel, and I had to go back in and do it again in order to get my next rank, which was rank 6. So yeah, the first 5 levels, you go straight to the boss. And then for rank 6, it's a little different. You will be on a quest called Fear and Flesh. What that is in order to get that quest item, you need to go into the vision, but you also have to clear at least one corrupted area. And then once that one corrupted area is cleaned up, you and your team, depending on, whether you soloed it or went in with people, you go to the boss at that point. Now, when you're doing these corrupted areas, that's where they start to get a little tricky, because you'll have your spell that heals you up and, puts your sanity back so that you're starting fresh. You will go through those, and those cooldowns are shared between your teammates. So, as you can see in this video, at least I could only use it, our team could only use it 3 times. And as you'll see soon, when we get past this and I'm on my way to the boss, you'll see that we had used the last heal we could, and it was starting to get really close, to death. So they definitely are a little more challenging when you're doing the bonus areas. My suggestion is definitely bring a team, but where it can fuck up here is pre-mades are not the best thing all the time, right? When you need a special objective and you're, say you got Tank in there and he just cares about getting the boss, people can rip your whole run. And if you don't do those bonus areas before killing the boss, you won't get your quest item, which means you will have wasted a vessel, because you'll get some corrupted memento, but you will not be able to rank up your cloak, because you need that quest item in order to get the item that you use to add a rank. The rank 6 is where it really starts getting iffy, and then at that point Basically, all the way from rank 6 to 11, you're collecting these torn pages. Now, as far as soloing this place, if you are rank 1 to 5 and you're just doing the boss kill, that is super easy to solo. You can easily not bring people for that one. Unless you're a priest, I guess, because a lot of my friends who play priests say that these are literally impossible to solo. So maybe not so much if you're a priest, but most classes can solo these for the rank 1 to 5. Where you really don't want to risk it is when you're past rank 5, because you need to clear the bonus areas, and that shit will just go faster in a group. Even if you are capable of soloing it, if you can clear more stuff, you can get more stuff, you know? So I personally would just find groups that know what they're doing all the way to, from rank 6 to 15. Just a quick side note, this part you're watching right now, I legitly was worried we were going to rip the run right here. The knockbacks were pretty dangerous, and there was a lot of mobs going on at this point. And then to top it off, our dead person in the group, as you'll see in the party chat soon here, was apparently lagging. So it was rough. They definitely get to be a lot of work. Rank 7, you're going to need 2 torn pages. So you'd need to, clear 2 areas. Rank 8, you need another 2. And rank 9, you need 4. So you'd have to run 2 visions to get that. And then rank 10, you need 6. So you'd have to run 3 visions. And then rank 11, you need 8 of them, which means you would have to run 4 visions. So as you can see, just from my saying that, I'm understanding why they do cap it the way they do. Mainly because it's a little easier at this point on to actually rip your vessel key, because you can't just go straight to the boss. You won't complete your quest that gets you your item to get to the next rank. So I think the cap really is just there so you don't get too far behind if you do fuck up your vessel. If you are, looking for best ways to get vessels of horrific visions, my personal best way has been doing the assaults. When you do those assaults and then you get on the second part of the assault where it's to go kill whatever boss, a lot of the time, I won't say it's 100% chance, but, most times you will get the visions currency, and it's generally 5,500, which is practically half of what you need for a vessel. So I would definitely target those. Target the assaults, that's where you get a huge chunk of it, and then just do dailies. There's also the mini vision scenario. That's the one where you'll see like a daily quest right outside of it. The guy usually awards you either 1,000 or 2,000 of the visions, and you just quickly go do whatever your quest is in there and then get out before, you start having the screen kind of close in on you. And that's another great way to get it. I personally have not had a problem obtaining visions, because with the cap for your for your cloak, as long as you're not ripping a bunch of vessels, you'll always be max. The only reason you wouldn't be max is 1, if you're ripping a lot of vessels, and 2, if you're not playing consistently. Like if you skip a week, then you'll have to do a catch up. But, even so, if you got a good group and you have 2 keys, 2 vessels, you could easily catch up, right? So yeah, and that is basically all I have. So I hope that helps you. Once again, I just want to give you guys that are rank 1 to 5 just a little heads up. The quest doesn't really tell you this stuff, so that's why I felt a video was, kind of good for you guys that are either on this stage or getting close to this stage. Also, you will see it on your mini map, and it'll look like it drops on the ground. It does not. It does not drop on the ground. So don't go looking for something on the ground. Just clear a corrupted area and then, go kill the boss and you'll get it. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. So just a couple of quick facts that I want to leave you with. One, there is a cap on these items. So vessels, you can only carry 5 at a time. And visions, I feel like visions is the more important cap because, I highly doubt anyone's carrying around 5 vision or 5 vessels. They would have used them, right? I think the most I've had on me at one time is 3, and that's because I just didn't feel like doing any visions one week. But the cap to really look out for is the visions currency cap, because that cap's at 25,000. And yeah, when you're doing the assaults, that can add up really quickly. If you are just starting, you can easily cap that 25,000. So yeah, just keep an eye on that so you aren't doing things and not getting your proper rewards. Because if you are maxed, you aren't going to get, like if your reward's 1,000 and you were only able to get 500, you're gonna lose 500. Like they don't bank that shit for you. One thing I will say before I leave you guys here is just work on your gear. Make sure that you are geared enough to do these, because down the road you're gonna want to be clearing more than one of these bonus areas. You'll need 2 of them, and you're going to really need to be able to have a team that can handle that and make it over to the boss all in time. As you can see in this video, if it had been, a couple of bonus areas, we wouldn't have made it. We were barely surviving at the end. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. We were really close to death. I don't know if that was because of our teammate leaving. I'm not totally sure if, they scale the difficulty upon how many people enter, but yeah. And that covers this video. So that is a rank 6 for your cloak. And this is the technique you will use all the way to rank 11. So this is kind of like the rank 6 to rank 11 guide. So this will cover you for the next couple of weeks, this video and this technique. And then after that, it gets pretty crazy. I'll show you the chart here and you can see. But if you look at the bottom there, you'll see that your final rank 15, will take 9 runs. And when they put in like the amount of runs, they're talking about you doing absolutely everything you can possibly do in that run. They're talking about clearing every bonus area in there and all that shit. So if you're not able to do that, you're looking at even more runs than that. And so I definitely think rank 15 is going to be a bit of work to actually get. So yeah, this video in particular will guide you all the way up to rank 11. Now, just for a little extra info, guys, once you're on rank 12 to 15, which will be your last few stages, involve collecting parts. So those parts only drop from the tier 3 lost areas. and which I will do a video on when we are actually able to do rank 12, because there's the cap, right? But once we're able to, I'll do a video so I can visually show you. But just in case you're curious what happens after rank 11, that is what happens. And you will you'll be looking at final truth items, and that will give you a new kind of core. It's going to give you a Voidborn core instead. Now 15 is where this quest stops, but you still can technically upgrade past 15. Now, that doesn't mean that your cloak can go past 15. 15 is the max, but you can keep upgrading it in order to upgrade your resistance. It'll be 3 per time you upgrade it, so you can just keep, getting better resistance to your corruption. Once you hit that rank 15, you can do the visions with a mask, or you can kill Enzoth to upgrade your resistance. You'll start getting an item called Malefic Core, and that just ups your resistance by 3. And that concludes today's video. So I hope you enjoyed. Good luck upgrading your cloak, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.